Welcome to Nova's 4th, 5th and 6th fire trail. So first thing I want to cover off on today is this fire trail. We can see the mood is there. She knows where she is. She knows the game, which is brilliant. She's really smart. She knows what's going on. And that explains a lot of why we see her sort of running around like crazy on this first little fire trail. Which is not a problem, because quite frankly I'm really happy that she's showing high levels of motivation, high levels of arousal, and as we work through subsequent sessions we will set things up where she will have to learn to bring down her levels of arousal to solve the problems. So because we've worked over this terrain previously and she's such a fast learner, she's very much using her eyes to solve the problem here, because she's familiar with the terrain, she's familiar with the problem, and she's essentially trying to cheat to find the solution. So look, this is a very positive fire trail, because what we're also seeing here is a big shift away from looking to you for the answer, because she at least has an understanding that you are not going to give her the answer. She's got to figure that out for herself. So already from the first 3 fire trails through to this one, we're already seeing the shifts that we want to see. She knows that you don't have the answer, and then she's got to figure it all by herself. I really love the way that you hang back and you stay still and you stay silent. That is exactly what I wanted to see. And then we come in for the end for the big party. So really nicely done on this one, Chrissy. And I look forward to, we'll talk about the next 2 just coming up. There's a really nice start. Fire trail number 5 with Nova. So key thing at the start here is, 1, you're doing a really fantastic job of holding Nova back, and I'm loving it. It's very smooth. It's not correcting or jarring or anything. It's quite consistent handling, which I really like to see. The only issue is with the track layout with the article. So what you want is the article in this particular instance to have been dropped about 1 meter further away, just because of the terrain. You don't want that article to be too close to the dog. This will encourage them to run forward that little bit and then have a little sniff, ideally. But in the grand scheme of things, the fact that she's not grabbing it and running around with it and self-satisfying with it is brilliant. So just make sure those articles are dropped 1 to 2 meters further away. It's still visible, but overall that was a really beautiful fire trail. As you can see, it's happened so quick. I barely even finished talking about the same article and you've already found the track layout. So that was a really nice one. Fire trail number 6. So this is a great little fire trail again. Can't stress enough how fantastic this terrain is that you're working in. As Nova's running through the scrub here, she can't help but get the odor shoved in her face. Now, this is a really great time to sort of expand upon a concept of arousal. If you've ever heard of the inverted U, as arousal is increasing, clarity of thought and ability to process and solve problems is also increasing. What happens is, as arousal increases, the cognitive ability starts to decrease. And this is what you might call over-arousal or redlining. There's a bunch of different words out there for it. And it's a little bit of what we're seeing here with Nova, honestly, across all of the fire trails, where she's so excited, she's having a little bit of a hard time problem solving and thinking. Now, she's working really hard and she's in drive and she definitely wants to get her reward, which is absolutely brilliant. What I love about this last little fire trail here is that you can see that she starts off in an over-aroused state, and then she starts bringing down right here. You can see that head pop. She's getting the odor and she's actually calm enough to think and process and solve the problem. This is exactly what we're looking to do. So brilliant fire trail there. Really happy with that. Your next step, very straightforward. Repeat exactly what you've just done here with these fire trails, but I want the distance to be doubled. Continue following slowly behind. Don't panic if you can't see Nova, but that's your homework. Double the distance, increase the distance between the sent article as they drop it. So add that couple of meters distance, so it's not too close to Nova. And I really look forward to seeing the next set of 3. And then I think we'll be ready to step up into corners and so on once I see what those next 3 look like. Great work.